In New Hampshire, the rolling hills and fields and proximity to water sources boasts a life of countryside pleasantries and a plentiful food landscape for its residents. While many of New Hampshire's fields are home to prosperous farms, the state has a high cost of living and faces harsh winters that most find themselves unprepared for. In this small rural state, food insecurity and hunger is a reality for 1 in 10 people. According to the New Hampshire Food Bank, this means that in a state with endless orchards, farms, and fishing boats, and only 1.3 million people, more than 130,000 people face food insecurity. A Meal Gap Trend report done in 2016 states that food insecurity is typically a result of insufficient financial resources driving limited access to healthy food options due to unaffordable prices. In the town of Wilton in Hillsborough County, where I grew up, 19 to 30% of people live 200% below the federal poverty line. Historically, Wilton is a farming community where agricultural land is not only an important scenic preservation, but crucial for producing crops and livestock that supply its residents with more options to access food. The Temple Wilton Community Farm that I live down the road from understands the importance of promoting local agriculture and staying true to the town's original promise to maintain the people and the land both economically and environmentally. The farm was founded in 1986 by 3 farmers with a mutual vision to bring together community resources and skills in order to provide food security for all its community members. Considered the oldest continuously operating community-supported agriculture farm, CSA, in the U.S., the Temple Wilton Community Farm has been committed to providing a reliable source of biodynamic, nutrition-rich food for multiple decades now. Most CSA farms offer a share of their crops according to an annual fixed price, regardless of individual or family income. But at the Temple Wilton Community Farm, they begin the season by estimating their expenses for the entire year and then presenting a budget to their members at an annual pledge meeting. It is up to the members as a collective whole to raise the funds necessary to operate the farm annually. Each member commits to paying what they can afford. The individuals or families that can afford to pay more do so to allow lower-income individuals the ability to pay what they are able to in order to continue to allow them to have a share of the harvest. And rather than receiving a weekly allotted share of the crops, members are able to pick up produce at the farm store according to their needs and desires rather than a predetermined CSA box. This system is based on community respect and trust that allows its members the freedom to decide when they are in need and doesn't limit access. This inverted CSA model hires the farmers to produce community resources by initially pledging to back the farmers and guaranteeing to cover the cost of the farm's operations for the year. And because the members are responsible as a collective whole to raise the budget, the farm doesn't have to limit who has access to the farm store. The system isn't based on an individual's ability to pay, but rather a commitment from the community as a whole. The Temple Wilton Community Farm aims to increase access to farmland for individuals living in the community by separating the value of food as something fundamentally crucial to the health of humans and the environment from the cost of production. They understand that eating healthy, biodynamic foods can be more expensive, but they run their farm with the intention to allow all families, regardless of differences in income levels, to be able to come together and partake in the nutritious food we should all be allowed access to. Thank you.